Hey, welcome back. So, a few things that have happened. It's a couple days later. Work has been ongoing. Let's see. For one, we painted the fence panels. There's a couple more there, and you can see a few of them actually have been welded into place here. The posts are painted, so at this point they can just be welded in and then touch-up painted. We did some wisteria here, so these guys are gonna crawl up and go along the fence to the gate, and then there's another one right up there, and it's gonna go up and come along the fence here. They smell really nice, and they create some sort of a green space along. As you can see, the driveway is ripped up again. The electrical is now in there. As you can see, the big armored cable is in there. It's an aluminum conductor. That's a lot cheaper than copper, and there's 6 inches of sand on top of it, and we still have a 2-foot trench. And so what I'm hoping for is water on top of this and then gas on top of that, and then that will allow me to just dig this one behemoth of a trench. And we went above the ground line here, which I think is the better solution. So right behind this stucco is actually wood, the wooden end plate of the floor of the house. So we could just drill through that and then run it all the way to the panel, and it just goes 90 down. That sleeve will go all the way up to this junction here and get strapped to the concrete, and then when we backfill, it'll get solidified into the ground. And then I'm assuming gas and water will just drill through the foundation wall, hopefully maybe 3/4 inch, 1 inch holes, maybe PEX sleeve it or something, and then shove those into the foundation, and just spray foam the actual conduit. Just fill it with spray foam so no critters or water or whatever can ingress. So the next project I'm starting is I'm not sure whether I've talked about these banks of drawers yet. I picked those up on Used Victoria, 16 drawers each with all the hardware and everything included. Was too good of a deal to say no to, and I'm going to use those essentially as my toolboxes. So I'm going to create like tool benches over top, or work benches over top, and then have my individual tools sort of stacked away in these, rather than buying one of these expensive rolling carts. So that's what I'm going to be working on today a little bit. I'm going to try and create 2x4 structure back here that allows these not to move anymore, and it also creates the top support here for MDF. That'll be like a 3-foot MDF with a corner, and then it'll be 3-foot MDF here as well. And I guess eventually back here will be a sink area, so that's sort of down the line. But yeah, it's all about right now creating sort of a 2x4 structure to support the top and sort of solidify these things into place. And then I'll have to create some kind of an angle piece here, like a 90-degree piece that goes all the way down to the ground and just locks that off so the sawdust doesn't go all the way back there. I haven't really decided what I'm going to be doing with all the space back there, so if you have any ideas, be happy to hear from you if you want to leave me a comment or something. This is finally the time where I'll be using a lot of this stuff here. So I got tons and tons of 2x4s left over from my framing times, so I'll pull these out and just create that back structure. It probably never see it again, so it doesn't really matter. The 1x8 or whatever that, yeah, 1x8 I think it was, for the concrete forming we'll be using to create sort of a board and batten upgrade for the shed eventually, but that's a different project at a later time. All right, follow along. Time lapse is on.